a mechanical guy who was not getting a job till now, and it's almost been 1 year. I had applied to around 50 to 100 roles, and all of them were rejected. I didn't had any plan B apart from this. Being in Google as an apprentice, it was a wonderful experience. Google's apprenticeship program is for those people who have zero experience. I'm not from this field. This is a very confusing point to be at.
Hello everyone. Today we have Harikrishna with us. Hari works as a data analytics apprentice at Google. He also is coming from a mechanical engineering background. So in this video, we'll talk to him and understand like how did he land to a role at Google from being a mechanical engineer. So hi Hari, welcome to the podcast and thanks so much for joining.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's very good to be here.
Awesome. So can you just start about telling your brief about yourself and your background?
Hi, I'm Harikrishna and I'm from Mumbai. I graduated from mechanical engineering in Vidyavardhana's College of Engineering, Vasai. And currently I'm working as a data analyst apprentice in Google.
Hari, you have done a diploma in mechanical engineering and then you have joined towards doing a bachelor's in mechanical engineering. So literally you have spent like 6 years in doing mechanical engineering studies. So what was that point where you thought like this is not working out and you have to shift domains? Because now we are working in data analytics domain. So when was the point you thought like you have to shift streams?
Okay, so the thing is, in third year of my engineering, that was the time when all this COVID time was over and we were going to colleges as an offline classes. At that point, I knew that I was from a tier 3 college plus an average student in that. So I was confident that I won't be getting a good placement there. And especially in mechanical, it's like the pay it's less. You don't have Saturday Sunday off. And so that's what the idea I had at that point. But now it's changed. It's different. In third year, I met a professor. He took a workshop for the non-tech people like civil, mechanical, and all those kind of people. And it was about machine learning and data analysis for industry use case. For example, real-time conditioning monitoring of a system which can predict failures.
Right.
And so yeah, that was the first time I'm interacting with the data, and I can understand what uh, mechanical design, smart manufacturing, and industry 4.0 would look like.
Right.
And that was one project which helped me gain interest in this. And going forward, I took up external courses of Python. Then after graduating, I took another 7 months career course.
Right.
So yeah, that's
So you told like the professor inspired you to like learn machine learning, but being from mechanical engineering background, we always have that hurdle in your or mental block in your brain that okay, now it's very difficult to learn coding. So how did you like come over that? Like what made you come over that mental hurdle and start learning Python? So you mentioned you took a course for Python, right? So how did you like come over that and how did you like start practicing Python and stuff?
yeah. So after that workshop, I knew I wanted to be in this space, and I didn't had any plan B apart from this. So I just went on focus on basics of Python, why it's used, what are oops, and I did few practice on hacker rank and all. I had basic certification, so that was few incentives I got it. And this professor helped me a lot with this learning journey. He showed me the roadmap. This is how you get in, and that was very helpful. So yeah, I had very strong Python. I created few projects from Kaggle. I posted it on GitHub.
Right.
And writing notebooks, and that was the basic thing, like the Titanic one
Right.
and all the thing. That was the entry level one.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good experience starting there.
Right. Cool. So you did Python during your college. Then after graduation, so what did you do? Like you mentioned that you also took some a full length data analytics course, right? So how was your experience with that, and how did you pursue data analytics after graduation?
So in the last year of the college, uh, before the before 3 months or 1 month of the final exam, I enrolled myself into this course which promised that you will get affiliated from the
Right.
XYZ big college name, and this is the amount of fees I paid, around 80,000 or something for that.
Oh.
And which was a lot. I feel which is not needed. You can just go to a YouTube channel, see a roadmap, and then get in. It was that simple. But one reason I took that is because I had applied to around 50 to 100 roles, and all of them were rejected. I didn't get any single callback, not even for an internship. So that was a scenario there, and I didn't had good projects also back then. So I thought having a certification on my resume would help, but which was again a myth, I feel.
Right.
So yeah, that happened twice. For the Python also, I could have just learned it from W3 schools,
Right.
YouTubes, and all those things. But I paid around 8K for that just Python learning, and it
Okay.
was not useful again. So it depends on how much hunger do you have to study that particular topic,
Right.
and you can just get going there.
Right.
No one is perfect. No one knows everything.
Yeah. I think that's like a very good point actually. Like everybody, most of the people think that you have to take like a paid course to start learning,
Yeah,
and that's
correct.
when like you really land a job. But that's like completely a myth. So you can start learning on YouTube for free. There are like multiple number of resources ranging from Stanford University professors teaching on YouTube for free. So you can always start with a free resource. So only a paid course will help for you to build a structure or build a community. And I don't think like paying in lakhs to learn data analytics in 2026 is at least worth it. Like you can learn everything for free, and you have like a lot of features and tools in Gemini and ChatGPT, like guided learning and all these things, which will like
Yeah.
help you in clearing your doubts and making the enhanced learning process. So go for only paid courses, like only if you need a structure or you're a working professional and you want that motive to like get it done when you have a community of people like working together with you. So I think that's like a great point, Hari. Like that's like a very big myth busted here. So thanks so much for that. So now you've graduated, and so you're at this point, like I believe like you didn't have any job at your hand. So how did you handle that pressure? How did your family receive that, and how did you like come over that point of like being unemployed after like graduation? Because in India, at least, like we have like big myth that you have to be like having a job offer like just after college,
Yeah.
and that should be very lucrative and all, because people always judge you based on that. So how did you perceive that, and how did you come over that?
Nice question. Many of the people would be facing these issues. I'm sure, because nowadays the job market is very slow, and it's very tiring to keep on applying and you don't hear back from that. As far as my family is concerned, they were supportive, and I didn't had an added pressure there. So that is one good thing that's happened to me. And I did interview for a wealth manager kind of company which is in Mumbai, and I got selected there. But again, it was tiring. It was a sales job.
Right.
I didn't want to do that. I thought I'll promise my family that this is the course I'm in, and Google says this will pay a lot and
Right.
all those things. But yeah, again, that was a very myth at that kind of
Right.
at that point of time. Uh, so yeah, I was, because I didn't had anything else to do, I could focus completely on this, and I guess that turned to a good
Right.
point.
Got it. So after graduation, you still focused on the course for data analytics, and you're preparing for data analytics, doing projects and stuff. So when was the point when you like got to know about the apprenticeship program, and when did you apply for it, and how did you get to know about it?
Yeah, I exactly remember the date when I applied.
Okay.
So it was October 31st, 2023, when I was scrolling through LinkedIn searching for jobs, and I saw this Google's apprenticeship program which had 1+ years of experience.
Right.
And I thought, even though it's 1+ years, I have zero experience. I'm not from this field and all. I didn't knew about this program well, but I just hit my shot.
Right.
And after that, there was no callback, there was nothing. And then in Jan 13th, I gave my online assessment,
Okay.
and till then I had zero hopes.
Right.
So yeah, that was the point when I already started an internship, and yeah, so I gave that assessment. After that, again, they mentioned they'll call back in 20 days, but I didn't receive anything till April. I again lost hopes there. But in April, I had 3 rounds of interview, one telephonic, Googliness, and Googler face to face, and all those things. So yeah, all those things happened, and on 5th May I got the offer letter. So it
Okay.
was a 7-month process.
Okay.
But I'm sure it's not this long for others. There could be something.
Right. But glad that everything worked out well and you
Yeah.
got the offer letter. So how did you prepare for your Google apprenticeship interviews? Are there any resources which you would like to specify which helped you really well?
Yes, I was doubling down on my SQL skills. I practiced on Hacker Rank again, and I had that 5 star. There is
Right.
some bronze
Yep.
medal and 5 star
Yeah.
gold medal something on Hacker Rank, so that was good. So I was pretty good with the SQL, and again Python was there. Plus this thing, the technicals I was sorted on. And before the interview, in April 2024, I texted Hari on LinkedIn because he was I saw his YouTube video, and it was like, Anna, in 4 days I got the interview, and blah blah blah, all this message, and last, your Tambi. So in Tamil, Tambi means younger brother. And I was texting every recruiter at that time, and I was trying to spread my network, but no one replied because just aspiring data analyst and all. But I was generous to reply, and he provided resources like Jeff H, whose videos I still watch. He's a great guy, and there are many YouTube videos which help me improve my answers, like the star method, the behavioral questions, how to answer those. And there is one book called as Case in Point. It's like a handbook for MBA people. And there, if you have been asked a question like, estimate the number of people who own Swift Desire, how will you approach that? How will you calculate the numbers? How will you estimate the numbers and all? So that was a good help for this kind of interviews. And yeah, that's it.
Right. I think that's like good resource. Like Jeff is like really helpful for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Also, my Google recruiter, she, when I pinged her that uh, what are the resources I should study, or what I should focus on, she gave me a few drive links, and I think that's a good practice to ping your recruiter and ask for resources that might help you, because they want you to win. The interview rounds, they didn't ask any estimated questions,
Yeah.
but they just wanted to know how I would answer or navigate through a problem. So that
Right.
was a whole Google interview
Right.
for an apprentice
Got it.
course.
Cool. So how did you feel when you got the offer letter? Like how did your family feel, and how like express that day like when you got the offer letter for the apprenticeship program?
So that day, I got a random call at 2 in the afternoon, and they said you're selected for Google. Firstly, I didn't believe it, uh, because a mechanical guy was not getting a job till now, and it's almost been 1 year being jobless. But after that, you're getting a call from Google that you have been selected for the apprenticeship program, and I was very happy. I ran to my dad. I told him that, yeah, we got the offer, and yeah, everyone was happy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a great feeling
that's
to have,
yeah, it's
right?
very great
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, even I still remember the day, like where I was sitting, like what I was feeling, and what emotions I was going through when you get the offer letter. So I think that's like
Yeah,
one very good day to remember, I guess, for sure.
yeah, correct.
Okay, so can you now tell about the Google Apprenticeship Program for people who don't know what it is about and what is the tenure and stuff?
Yeah, so Google's apprenticeship program is for those people who are trying to switch careers into tech. For example, us, and there are many other people who have experience in non-tech background, but they switch to a data analyst roles. And there are three more streams: digital marketing, program management, and software application development. So you can choose your interested one and then apply for this program, and it's a very good learning program for the 2 years. Especially, we get to know about how a real world team works. So we are aligned to a particular team inside Google, and we are supposed to contribute to the projects the team is doing, and it's a very good learning opportunity. And I still remember my first day with the team. My manager was teaching me VLOOKUP. It was that simple, but we, during the course and all, we focused on uh, machine learning models and all those things. Excel was not a big part of our projects. So Googlers are very open to teach you even if you don't know the very basics also. As I mentioned, my manager taught me first day. I learned VLOOKUP from my manager, and she was very open to teach me that. So when I joined the team, I was having this imposter syndrome that what will happen again if I don't know stuff. What will happen if they give me a task and I can't complete it? What if I just mess up with the data, I delete the database or something? But it's not like that. Everyone has that imposter syndrome. So apprenticeship team had this onboarding activities where you find your friends, you find your colleagues, you have a bigger perspective of why you are here and what you are supposed to deliver in next 2 years. And it was a very good opportunity, and I think all of them should have this kind of training in their life for the initial stages.
Yeah. Okay, that's like very good insights, Hari. Like, thanks so much for sharing your apprenticeship journey too. So now, if you are going back to the point where you were like few years back, graduating from mechanical engineering or in middle of your mechanical engineering or like non-computer science degree, if you had to start from the scratch again to learn data analytics, how would you do it again?
Yeah, nice question. So, this is a very confusing point to be at, and there are many roadmaps or roadways to have transition into data analytics. But what I would suggest is have a good basics, either one language. That is, you should know basics of Python and advanced level SQL. Just keep on practicing and you'll get to know all those window functions, aggregate functions, and everything. uh, so having a good knowledge of SQL plus basics of Python plus the visualization dashboarding, if you can just know the basics, what kind of charts you should use, so that should be a good foundation tool wise. And other, it totally depends on the business use case, how do you understand the business, what kind of questions you are asking. Data analytics, it's not about knowing the tools, it's about how well do you understand the business, how well do you want to know the problem, like asking the right kind of questions.
Right.
And yeah, all those things.
That's really helpful. You might have like had very good learning experience at Google. So can you explain a few experience of being in a big tech organization and what did you learn from it?
Being in Google as an apprentice, it was a wonderful experience, and I learned a lot of things that I wouldn't have learned in any of the internships per se, because this was, I was working on a live project. There was real deadlines, there were real responsibilities that I had to take up. So this helps you take the responsibilities of any task you take up in future or any role you are assigned in future. And this leadership skills, how to talk to people, how can you ask few questions. This is where the soft skills. This is what I learned in this 2 years of apprenticeship, and I guess you can only learn these things by doing it. No YouTube videos will
Yeah.
get you to this point. So yeah, it was a very good experience, and I would suggest everyone to try applying here.
Awesome. So that's really great learning experience. And thanks so much, Hari, like for all your time and sharing all this insight so far. So I'll drop Hari's LinkedIn in the description so you can check that out and reach out to Hari if you have any doubts about the program or about his journey. So again, like thanks so much, Hari, for joining.
Yeah, sure. I'll be happy to help. You can just ping me on LinkedIn. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for inviting.
Awesome.